All right, guys, welcome back. I'm Tim Langston with RedDogBushcraft, and if you've been following the channel, you know that we're out on a cross-country trip, and we're doing some overlanding, and we're staying two people in the back of the truck. We did that previously, and then last night we used our Gazelle tent. So I thought I'd start out by just showing you around the Gazelle a little bit, and then we'll come back together and we'll talk about how that worked for us. So the Gazelle is one of those easy pop-up tents. You don't have to install tent poles and all of that, and it's a pretty daggone rugged tent. The features that I like about it is it's four-sided. We have another one that is six-sided, I believe. It's much larger. It's like the something you would use to set up a little picnic table or so in it. It's just a grass floor. This has a heavy-duty bathtub floor. We have a door on this side, and like I said, you pull that handle in the center right there, and that's what pops the sides out. And as we walk around, you see there's plenty of windows all the way around, and they're reinforced. And here's one of the features I really like is you have the doors on two corners offset. So two people sleeping in it, you get up in the middle of the night, you don't have to crawl over each other to get out. Pretty generous rain fly, because it does have a vented ceiling on the inside. Let me go inside and I'll show you that. So here is the whole top of the roof. It's about 3 foot by 4 foot, is all vented and screened, so it allows for great ventilation. There's a little knob right there in the top. If you look right there, when you put the tent up, you just pop the sides out. It's like an origami puzzle. And then before you push the roof up, you install the rain fly, and then you push up on that spot and it tightens everything up nice and tight. And I'll show you the windows on the inside. They are double and triple seamed, and really good zippers on them. They're not flimsy or anything else. They're pleated. There's the door going out my side. Nice generous bags on each side to put your gear in. These things are huge. They are not the little gear bags that you see on hammocks or a lot of tents. And the floor space in here, we have both of our sleeping mattresses in here, and there's still a good foot of room on each side for gear or fans or heaters or whatever you need on the inside. But there's one of those pouches on every wall, so you've got plenty of room to place, you know, eyeglasses, watches, billfolds, all of that type of stuff, your cell phone, all of that. And the pouch up in the top is where you can put your little overnight light. At least that's what we use it for. Okay, so there is my my pillows set up, and there's the mattress and how much room we have, and that's pretty much the same on both sides. I have a 24-inch wide mattress, and then Leanne's is 6 inches wider, and she winds up with about the same amount of room on the side, on her side of the tent, as I do on mine. Worked out pretty well. And there's the screen for the doors. Okay, so that was just a quick look inside and outside. The only thing that we did different on this trip that we've done in the past, this tent does not require a footprint. It's the bathtub floor in the tent is pretty daggone heavy duty, but we're set up on gravel and we weren't comfortable with that, so we did add a nice thick tarp to our kit, and it's just a little bit smaller than the bottom of the tent, just to give us some added protection while we're out here. So Leanne, what did you think of the tent situation last night?
Well, I've slept in the tent before, and I was very comfortable It was a little wonky walking on with my sock feet on my sleeping bag, getting in and out. Had to position my shoes just right on the outside so I could step right into them. But I mean, as far as comfort level and room, there was plenty of it. I slept well.
Yeah,
it's good.
The weather is really nice for camping here right now. It's, low to mid 70s during the day and dropping down 55, 60 degrees at night. So not even using the fans, it really is kind of the best of the weather for truck and tent camping. I agree with Leanne that it's nice to have the extra room and the ease of egress. If you have to get up and in the middle of the night, as far as not having to disturb the other person, having room on the side to put kit and gear, that type of stuff is nice. Definitely a lot more room than the back of the truck. However, with that said, you're on the ground, and I found it easier to get out of the truck than I did to step up or get up on your knees and stand up, and you're all crouched down to get out of this low door and underneath the rain fly to get out. And I guess that all depends on which tent you decide to go with. We went with this one just because we thought it was adequate for our size. They actually make one that's smaller, and they make a couple that are bigger now. But I don't think we would really choose one any bigger, do you?
No.
Nah, so it's kind of that balance. So tonight will be our third night here. And what do you think? You gonna sleep in the truck? Or you gonna sleep in the tent again?
I'm gonna sleep in the tent again because we have it set up.
Okay. So I think that's going to be the consensus. We're going to stay in the tent again tonight. So that'll be 2 nights in a row, and then the following day we'll be looking at getting out of here. So we may tear the tent and all down and package it up tomorrow, load it back up in the rig, and sleep in the back of the rig for our last night here. So we just have to wake up and leave. So maybe a little bit further of a review later on, but right now we're enjoying the Gazelle and the flexibility of both being able to use the truck and the tent. It's working for us.
Yeah, so last night we had these big windows all around, have screens on them. Half the side was open, half the side we had shut because we just found that for ventilation we didn't need that much in the tent to help regulate the temperature some, because it was really cool last night. But again, we packed the sleeping bag as proper for this time. I was have my sleep socks in case I got really cold, but it's just was very comfortable. Either one. I mean, I really have feel like I've had good night's sleep both nights.
Yep.
So
I think the biggest takeaway is no matter which one we decide to do, I brought a lot of gear. A lot of gear. And we're keeping track of what we use, and next time I won't pack as much because the campsite kind of looks like a yard sale at times, and we're finding that we just really don't need that much stuff. So the learning curve is not that steep, but there are definitely lessons that we can take away from this, and that was our goal. So thanks for joining me for this one. I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, along with Leanne, and until next time, God bless.